as I think many women grow up, always realizing or seeing the media and thinking you're not perfect, or there's this unattainable perfection that is spread through all the magazines, spread through all the billboards, all the TV. And my mom grew up in a generation that really, really had that engraved. And so she struggled a lot with her weight. She yo-yo dieted my entire life. I saw her go through bulimia and, you know, drinking pills to try to lose weight, to like over obsessing and working out crazy. Like, I saw the whole struggle. I saw firsthand the most beautiful woman in the world to me never get her beauty, never get her strength, never understand her power. And I think it was really an amazing lesson. I couldn't have learned it any other way better. So I grew up knowing I didn't want to like fight my body. I think that's what it becomes. It becomes a battle. It's a battle within yourself. Like, oh no, I need to be this size. When nobody, I've never met someone who I walked up to and was like, oh, let me check your tag to see what size you are. Like, that's never happened. I don't understand why we think we need to be a size, why we need to be a certain way when each of us was created exactly as we should be. You know, my body's not meant to be small. And I think even when I was at my fittest at 13, 14 years old, and I was dancing all the time, and I was active and doing things, I was still no smaller than an 8, and I was working my butt off for that, you know? So I have a daughter. I fast forwarded, you know, my entire teenage years realizing I didn't need to be that girl. I didn't need to be anything other than myself. And now that I'm a mom, I couldn't ask for a better job. You know, to be able to show her and her friends that they're perfect just the way they are, and to have them not have to go through all the insecurities that generations after generations have struggled with, it's a breath of fresh air. 2016 is amazing.
Absolutely. Let's talk about some of your favorites. Who are some of your favorite designers? Who are some of the people that really know your body, where the clothes fit perfectly?
You know what's funny is, and I've tried every designer. I'm a Miami girl, so I really love to be sassy and get dressed up. And I think we get dressed up to go to the grocery store. My friends never understand it, but I like to look like sassy. You know, I want to accentuate the curves. I want to feel good. I think when the clothes fits good and the clothes looks good, the woman changes the way she walks. Like, it is, man, it's a power. And so I've learned. I'm a little bit smaller at the top, a little like my waist. I get away with murder. Chromat, actually, this is a Chromat shirt, and I went to their showroom recently to try on stuff, and I was genuinely surprised at how like their leggings and stuff fit. Because I think, okay, I'll go to like a Bloomingdale's or someone and buy a shirt, right? Because I'm like, oh, I'm not scared to try on the extra large or the large. I think it'll fit, or I'll squeeze in there. But for the bottom half, it's really, really tricky because I'm very, you know, I'm very hippie. And so I'm a solid 14 in the bottom, and it's always been a challenge to find the jeans that don't kind of fit too high at the waist, and that you don't have to tailor too much. But that, to anyone watching, just tailor your stuff. It's there. You're never gonna find a designer that fits you perfect. All you can do is hope that it fits good and you feel comfortable in the fabrics you like and makes you feel sexy. I love this skirt I bought like a year ago, and it's so stretching. It's from, I could be slaughtering the way I say their name, Kushni et Talks. I'm gonna say is that's how you say it, Kushni et Talks, right? Because it sounds really cool. But I get so many compliments on this skirt, and it's so comfortable, and I don't have to throw my Spanx on, and life is good. So I'm a big theory girl. I've been loving what Eloque's been doing recently. I think they've really stepped up their game. Who else? I love Elizabeth and James. Those Olsen twins. I've always said I was the third Olsen because we had the same birthday. Just saying, same year. Girls turned 30 this year. But their clothes, they're so brilliant in the way they do things. And I think so many times curvy girls are scared to try on straight size brands with the notion that they doesn't fit. But they don't realize that fabrics makes a difference. While I might not fit every style that they have, if they have something with a little stretch, I'm gonna try it on. And I've been shocked more times than not in what things fit or don't fit. And I think sometimes you want it to be a little tighter so that you don't have to go tailor it, or, I don't know. I think stretch, especially with jeans and Topshop jeans, man, up until just when I went to London, I wouldn't have worn Topshop jeans because I'm like, oh no, they're gonna like wear at the thighs, which is a big problem when you're curvy. And I found myself loving me some Topshop jeans. Like, they're high-waisted like pants. They're awesome, man. They've been really, really kind to me. Thank you, Topshop.
You use the word curvy, which we do at Vogue Italia. We use curvy versus plus. Do you mind? Does it bother you? Do you?
Words to me are just words. You give the power to words. You choose how you feel over what things are. I love the word plus size. I love curvy. I am curvy. I've always said curvy can be anything. You can be small and be curvy. You can be big and be curvy. Curvy is not exclusive to a size or to a community. Curvy is just awesome. You know, it's sexy. It's womanly. It's like, you think of curvy, I think of like the Rubenesque woman. But I also have no qualms about the word plus size. Like, when I came into this industry, I was embraced by the plus size community, and plus size was always it was just the category, and that's fine. People don't argue when it's like children or men at the board, but they argue when it's plus size, and I don't think it should be that way. We don't need to continue to alienate things, you know, or make things more than they should be. Plus size is when I'm looking at a department, or like even like Guild Group or something, and I'm shopping, I know I'm limited in what I can select in the regular sizes. So when you categorize it as plus, I'm probably more inclined to go look there or shop there, because I know that even if I have to tailor the waist a little bit, it's gonna fit better. It's made with my body type in mind. And so plus size is just a word, and I am plus size, and I love it. I love it all the way.
The last question, you want to get a different angle? The last question is just future endeavors, you know,
okay.
business-wise, entrepreneurial, anything that you want to talk about.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
You are? Okay. I'm a big dreamer. I grew up somehow always knowing that anything was possible, and now we're in a generation where you can absolutely accomplish anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have a million things that I see in my future. You know, I would love to produce films. I would love to star in films, of course. That's always been my passion. For me, TV and film is such a huge platform to get a message across, and I think that it's still an industry that's progressing as well. We have reached leaps and bounds in fashion, and that's kind of the trendsetters on all facets of entertainment, but I think there's still so much room to grow. I would love to write books. I'm also working on a children's TV show, which I think is really fantastic.
How's your daughter?
My daughter's 8 years old.
8, you have a baby.
She's not a baby anymore.
Mine's a 7, so.
Oh my God, yes. No, they grow up, they get bigger. I just want to do something that lives past us. You know, I think it's wonderful to seek fame and all these things and the glitz and glamour, but I want to leave a mark in this world. I want to do something that matters. I want to inspire people to be greater. I want to be the change. I don't need to be in front of the camera. And I realized that back when I was doing, you know, makeup, I was like, no, I'll take a step back. For me, it's never been about being in front of the camera. So there are a lot of things behind the scenes that I'm also very eager to start getting my hands into, because in order to get the change to continue to progress, we need the ad agency CEOs, we need the producers out here, we need the writers, we need all of those people to have that capacity and to be brilliant and understanding that beauty isn't one-sided, that there is beauty in every single thing that makes us individual. And so I want to take the boss role. You know, I think that's a special role to take.
How do you like Jag?
I'm with Muse. I'm a Muse girl.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. I love the Jag girls. I think they're awesome.
I thought it was Jag. That's me.
No, don't worry about a thing. I'm a Muse girl. I've been with Muse now since they started their Plus board. It's been very interesting to see the change. I mean, even when you talk about, I've changed agencies quite a bit. You know, I think it's just kind of naturally what happens after 10 years.
Sure.
You know, I went from LA, and then I had an agency in Seattle, Miami, and then New York. You know, it's like the goal.
Right.
But Muse has been amazing. Becca, who's my agent, used to be a model, so she's very understanding to kind of the things we deal with that I think a lot of people don't get. Like, a lot of times with old agents, you wouldn't have them understand that you're spending 8-10 hours to get to a job, and then you're working 12 hours, so please give me at least a few hours to sleep. And so I think they've really been really kind to me and have helped me really elevate my brand. When I came into the agency, we laugh about the images. I used to have like bangs and like this honey blonde hair, and I've changed my hair more times than anyone else. I think that's my strength. I found that like hair it's just an accessory. You know what I mean? We don't have to stay stuck to it. You can change it, do whatever you want, shave it off if you feel like it. If that makes you feel beautiful, go for it. And Muse has supported all of my crazy changes and endeavors and have helped me really become the woman that I am.
Good.
It's amazing.
I think we're good.